Good day, fish tankers. Whether you just have a simple low-tech planted aquarium like this one, or whether you've gone the whole hog and sprung for a CO2 injected aquascape with all the fancy expensive plants that your heart desire, you do not want to put fish in there that's gonna devour all your plants until there's nothing left, or pick and tug at them and damage them to ruin that pristine look of your aquascape. Here's a list of a couple of fish that you should never put in a planted tank, and some others where you should proceed with caution. Want to find out what they are? Then stick around and let's find out. Number one on the list is everyone's favorite aquatic lawnmower, the silver dollar. Now this fish is well known for eating all kinds of plants. There's nothing, even the toughest leaves or the plants with bitter leaves like Java fern. They start small and then they become quite big fish. They're very nice shoaling fish that likes to stay in big groups, but you've got to keep them in an aquascape with no plants, a hardscape only tank, because they are probably the premier plant eaters out there. They are family of a flesh-eating piranha, but they are the plant-eating cousins. So they are vegetarians par excellence, and you will not keep a plant alive or even existing for very long if you have silver dollars in your tank. So big no-no for planted aquariums. Then there are the Mbuna cichlids. I was at my local fish store the other day, it was McMarvis, and I saw a group of these Damasceni cichlids. They're beautiful, and Mbuna cichlids covers a whole group of African lake cichlids, mostly from Lake Malawi. That means they're rock dwellers. They graze on algae and they actually eat aquatic plants, so they will rip your plants apart. Here and there you get people that can keep certain species with Anubias and it works out, but more often than not it doesn't, and they will turn your plants into salad. So Mbuna cichlids, African lake cichlids, it's a no-no with planted aquariums. Here's another cichlid, the Severum cichlid, or the deacon as we sometimes call them here in South Africa. They're very nice looking cichlids with a nice temperament as well, but they grow into big fish, and they like to eat plant matter, so they'll rip your Amazon swords apart. I've never been able to keep them with plants for very long. There's a bit of Java fern, you might try that, but forget about a planted aquarium with Severums. I have different varieties, like there behind the parrot you see a red shoulder Severum, a very nice one, but that's also a no-no for a planted aquarium. Give Severums a miss. Then a familiar face for good old goldfish. Now here and there somebody will tell me they've had a planted goldfish aquarium, but more often than not it never works out, because they either eat the plants or they pull them out, or they rummage in the substrate and dislodge the plants. So it's not a great choice for a planted aquarium. So rather keep goldfish with artificial satin leaf plants that aren't sharp, or in a hardscape only aquarium, because sometimes it works out with plants for a while, then another goldfish comes in and he starts eating with plants, and before you know it they all pick up from him and gone are your plants, and they make salad out of it basically. But they are great to get rid of your excess duckweed from your other tanks. Chuck in the duckweed, will eat that, but don't expect a nice planted aquarium with goldfish. Then we have a Buenos Aires tetra. Some of you may have missed this one. It's also called the Von Rio tetra. There's a gold version, but they also, much like a silver dollar, not quite that bad, but they will eat your plants as well. Now we've got another set of fish that will go in a planted aquarium with certain plants. If you want a high-end aquascape, maybe stay away. But if you put them with things like Java fern, many fish don't like the taste of the leaves, and Anubias, you would be okay with these fish as well as with a couple of other plant species. But like for instance the bristlenose pleco here at number 6 are great for eating algae. You see one here in my aquarium, I've got 2 in there, and they're in a planted aquarium. So you say, Drux, well, what do you mean? Certain plants with bristlenose plecos do not work. Broad-leafed plants becomes a big problem with bristlenose pleco. So I find in my tank with Vallisneria on the crypts and the Anubias. But you see here my neighbor Jack's tank, that's how that Amazon sword started out. When he added a small bristlenose, and after time, look what he did to the Amazon sword plant. And my bristlenose, you'll see here in the leaves of the Anubias, even the older leaves that are sort of dying off, he'll nibble on them as well, but not to the extent that it destroys everything. Then the red eye tetra at number 7 is another tetra that will nibble at your plants. It won't clean out the entire tank, but the small delicate leaves, the softer leaf plants, they'll nibble at that. So it's something to be aware of, because they're a nice shoaling fish that you think would look nice in an aquascape. But be a little bit careful, because red eye tetras, they'll nibble at your plants and you'll have a less than perfect planted tank. Then my own Emperor tetras here at number 8 that we're ending with, they're in a planted tank just like my bristlenose pleco. But what I have found with them is they like to nibble on the new little leaves that come out from my Anubias plant. Not, once again, not to the extent that they destroy the plant, but they make it less than perfect. So they find in a planted aquarium, but if you want an aquascape and you want all your plants to be pristine, they'll nibble here and there. So just be aware of it. Here you can see there is the new leaf of Anubias that came out. You can see on the right hand side that they nibble at those edges. The Anubias survive anyway. Now, one way you combat that, make sure your fish that like to eat plants get some plant matter in their diet, like the diamond tetra here is nibbling on some blanched baby marrow. You can blanch some spinach leaves as well, and then they'll be more inclined to leave your plants alone. Otters don't eat plants anyway, but you get my drift. Well, that's it from me, guys. Please tell me in the comments below, which fish do you find eat plants and that you would rather stay clear of for planted aquariums? And until I see you again, take good care of us domestic denizens of the deep.